What's going on, Geminis? We're going to go ahead and jump into your November 2022 monthly reading here and take a look and see what is going on with y'all for the month. Be sure to also check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. These are general readings. So let's see here. What is going on, Geminis? How are y'all doing, Gemini? Today's the eclipse when I'm doing this video. So everybody's probably going through a lot of changes. You probably already felt the changes leading up to the eclipse. So yeah, I even feel like this is what this reading is saying. I mean, that's been the energy for most of the readings. Every time we go through an eclipse cycle, I've noticed with the readings, they're very similar, but yet different for the signs. The Wheel of Fortune is here, something you're unaware of. Honestly, Gemini, I'm getting this as a period of change. We're all going through a period of change, like I said, with these eclipses. So I feel like to be aware of is just that things are changing and shifting. And if you're in one state here, and I feel like if you are like in a state of like sadness here with the Five of Cups, or you're in a state of, grief, or feeling like some sort of loss in your life, or just even like emotionally upset or disappointed, the Wheel of Fortune is telling you to be aware here that things are about to shift. Things are going to change. The universe is always in a constant state of change. The Wheel of Fortune, that's what the Wheel of Fortune represents. And I like the Wheel of Fortune being here in the area of something that you're unaware of, because it's not like the Death card, right? Where it's like it's a hard change. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune can be a hard change, but the energy that I get here is like the Wheel of Fortune flows into another, like it flows effortlessly into the next state. So I do feel like there's some sort of change of season going on in your life right now. The overall energy for the reading is the Knight of Wands here. I'm getting a lot of like aggression or aggressive energy here. Not like not in the shadow aspect, but in the area of like wanting to really like challenge yourself or take bold action on things. I'm getting more passion here, and it's like you're personally defying these challenges. It could even be the challenges itself that is giving you the motivation to tackle any type of hurdle here that you're facing. You have the Moon card here in your challenge. I just feel like this is, again, really relating to the eclipse, the Moon card, the Wheel of Fortune, especially the Star card being here, all the major arcanas. It's like a clean new slate is what's being birthed here. And the Moon card could be like fears. For some of you, there's just maybe like subtle underlying fears of certain things. The Moon card is telling you not to get lost in the illusion of the fear. It's okay to feel what it is that you're feeling, but the Moon card is like wanting you not to get stuck in the illusion of something, that there's only partial truth to a situation. Like sometimes our emotions can be our indicators that something is off, but it's like whenever we become like drenched in the fear itself, it can create these illusions. So I feel like the universe is wanting you to steer clear of like illusions that aren't really real. So Star card in your near future, I feel like this is like a brand new beginning that you're getting here. And I feel like a lot of you guys are wiping the slate clean here, starting all over, starting fresh. I also see you really connecting to yourself spiritually. This is also an energy of healing. A lot of you are going to be doing like a lot of deep healing and seeking new inspiration and going deeper into the self here. And I'm getting for some of you as well, it's like because you're clearing all this energy out with the Star card being here, it's really allowing for new things to come in here. And I also see a lot of you Geminis really connecting back to like the world in and of itself. I'm surprised I haven't pulled the World card here. I might pull it whenever we clarify. But this is an energy towards like I do see you like sort of getting back out into the world and sort of connecting to people here. Page of Wands is how you get through your challenge. Like I said, with the Moon card being here, it's just like sort of facing your fears. Because like the Moon card creates distortion, right? Things are distorted. It's only partly true, and you don't really know until you see things through. And the Page of Wands is telling you just to take the initiative when you feel the urge to, or when you feel the desire to, and to dive into something fully. Seven of Cups, dive into something fully. Venus and Scorpio, or the eclipse that just happened with Venus, and Venus is in Scorpio. Obviously, the solar eclipse was in Scorpio, and so this is like really getting down to the bottom of the nitty gritty here and seeing what it is that you truly want to experience for yourself. And I'm seeing like a lot of you guys are going to be discovering old hobbies, old dreams, like old passions, things that you were really, really drawn to before that once brought in like that sense of, passion or deep desire. So I feel like you could be rediscovering like certain talents that you had before. But I'm also just getting you really manifesting newer things into your life. and really wanting to go out and experience these things fully. Geminis, let's see. You got retrograde review here. Very interesting. Mars is going to go retrograde in your sign, which is why I feel like this card is coming out. I'm sorry you can't see it, it's just because how the lighting is. But this does say retrograde, and it also says review on it. Mars is in your sign, Gemini. With it going retrograde, this could be really looking at like sort of what actions, like it could be like going over like past actions. I'm not getting it necessarily in a negative way. I'm just getting this more so of an internal understanding of what motivates you and what gets you going here. So I feel like this may be a really good period for you in November to like really dive into the self. You got meditate and contemplate, really diving into the self again here. Taking the time to reconnect with yourself spiritually. That's what the star card represents, like really getting back into spiritual alignment, spiritual attunement. It's like what it is. So it's like a deep clearing, cleansing. Yeah, holistic card, which that's the caduceus. You know, there's almost like aspects of yourself energetically that you sort of neglected, which it could have even affected like your sense of well-being here. And I feel like and I feel like it could even be on an energetic level. So some of you, it's like you're really wiping away all these toxic things in your life that have been bringing you that I don't really want to say lowering your vibration, but I am kind of getting that. It's like it's been keeping you stuck from sort of really tapping into the deep potential that you have. So I'm getting it's like you're really, really starting fresh and starting clean here. All right, Gemini, let's go through and clarify your reading. And that makes sense too, because the eclipse was just in your 6th house, right, with Venus. And the 6th house does rule obstacles, and it does rule the way you sustain, like it's sustainability and your day-to-day reality, responsibilities, obstacles, challenges on the day-to-day that you sort of have to face. It also is a house of health as well. So, yeah, I mean, there could just be total new routines that you're tapping into in a total different way of living your lifestyle. 9 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I'm getting like a restless energy here. I feel like that's the Mars energy in your sign. Like, you know, Sun and Mars together can really create amplifications of ambition and motivation and passion. So you have a lot of strength at this time, Gemini. Even though Mars is going retrograde, you know, it's still in your sign. So it's like regaining this sense of strength that I'm not even gonna say you lost, but it just feels like maybe you just forgot about. Look, speaking of strength, the strength card comes out with the 5 of Cups, overcoming the personal difficulties here. That's what I feel like you're doing right now. Whoops. 4 Swords with the Moon card, really taking time to yourself to think. The Moon can also represent privacy, right? Sort of getting into an energy of isolation, not like in a way to where you're like totally shutting yourself off from the world. Even though sometimes that can be beneficial, but it's more so it's like really taking the time to reflect. And I think that's the challenge. Is like I feel like the universe is really wanting you to meditate and reflect here. Star card, 5 of Wands here. Yeah, I just feel like you're in an immense period of healing and growth. 5 of Wands can be the internal struggle of the ego, of its awareness. With the Star card being here, it's like there's an expansion. There's an expansion of consciousness going on within inside you. And the 5 of Wands, it could be challenging your ideal your idea of who you are. But friction creates growth, and what I really feel like is going on here is like your what I get is really going on is like you're going through like growth, just in general, spiritually. I feel like this goes on a very deep metaphysical level. To be honest with you, it goes like on an energetic level. Seven of Cups on the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles on the Page of Wands, and you also have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups here. Yeah, this is something that you're going to be discovering here, Gemini. It's very clear. I feel like there's an energy of total clearness that you're getting, specifically when it comes to the deeper intrinsic motivations that motivate you and fuel you. When it comes to your dreams, your visions, and I just feel like you're getting very clear on those things. Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, how you get to your challenge is to initiate the change in and of itself. Nine of Pentacles also represent the way you live, like your lifestyle, who you are as a person, and what it is that, like your overall value. Not like, I'm not talking about material value. I'm talking about like the way you value yourself, the way you take care of yourself here. So for some of you, the Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles is like really getting back to appreciating yourself, getting back to doing the things that make you feel abundant here. And the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Cups here is like there's a change here. There's more experiences coming. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Geminis here. I'm gonna extend your reading out for your outcome. Ace of Wands here, getting your mojo back. Page of Swords here, and you have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like ultimately what this is leading to is just a more in-depth understanding of the things that motivate you. It's that plain and simple. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, and you also have the Ace of Wands here. Newer things that you're discovering, things that you're curious about, that are sparking interest, that are sparking passion, that are making you want to that I'm wanting you to take action here. So that's what I got for you, Geminis. I'm gonna leave the reading right here. I appreciate y'all for watching as always. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Feel free to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. Also, if you're new to the channel, you want to follow me on Instagram, the link is down below in the description. And otherwise than that, Geminis, I will talk to you in your next video. Bye, y'all.